Hello everyone, welcome back to another makeup video. If you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe and stick around. Today's video is going to be my flawless foundation routine. So I'm going to be showing y'all my skincare, my foundation, cream contouring, color correcting, all the things that you can imagine. This is not my everyday face makeup. This is a little bit more than I would normally do just on like a regular day. But if I want a really flawless face and really focus on my skin, this is what I will do. There's a range of high-end products and drugstore products. I do recommend the products that I am using in this video. But if you want to see a step-by-step on how I got this look, just keep on watching. I'm going to start with this Badescau facial spray, and this is the Rose, Aloe, and Herbs spray. Then after that, I'm going to follow up with my eye cream. This is the Belief True Cream, and I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of this under my eyes, and a little bit of this goes a long way. Then I'm just going to take my moisturizer that I use every day. This is just the Moisturizing Lotion with hyaluronic acid from Equate Beauty, and it's compared to the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. So I'm just going to take about that much. The primer that I'm going to be using is this Rommel Lasting Finish Breathable Primer, and I'm just going to take about this much of it and apply that all over my face. Now I'm going to go ahead and start applying my foundation, and the foundation that I'm using today is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Foundation, and this is the shade 435. And it's dripping. And I'm going to use my Morphe M439 brush to buff this into the skin. When applying your foundation, you always want to start in the center and blend it outwards, because most of the time you're going to need more of the coverage in the center of your face. So now that it's pretty much blended out, I'm going to take this Real Techniques beauty sponge and kind of just tap out any lines or anything that I feel like needs to be blended out just a little bit more. After foundation, I like to do my cream contour. The palette that I'm going to be using is the RCMA Foundation / Concealer palette, and it says VK number 11, but you can obviously use whatever cream contour you'd like. Just don't use anything too cool or too orange. You especially don't want to use anything too orange for your nose. You always want to go with a cool tone shade for your nose because you don't want it to be orange. But I'm going to be using the shade OL2 and Jenna Beige. So I'm taking this little Eco Tools concealer brush and going into this kind of darker, not too cool, not too orange shade, and I'm going to start contouring my face. And then I'm going in with that cooler tone shade, and I'm going to contour my nose and a little bit under my bottom lip. And I think this is a tip that I saw from Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, I can't remember, but to bring your cream contour over this way a little bit makes it like, makes your nose look more naturally contoured. But I just thought that was a really cool tip because I've never seen anyone do that before, and I really like the way that it looks. Now I'm going to take that same Morphe M439 brush and buff all this out. And I'm using this little Morphe Jeffree Star sponge to blend out around my nose and down here under my lip, just to get in to the smaller areas easier. And also, there's not one way to contour your nose. Everyone really has to kind of learn how to contour their nose individually because everyone's nose is shaped differently. But you never ever ever want to just do two big huge lines and connect it into a circle. That's going to make your nose look big and just weird. That's like one of the most popular ways that people contour, and it's also like, if you look up ways to not contour your nose, that will be the first way that comes up. So now it is time for concealer. The two concealers that I'm going to be using are the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer and this this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Bisque. So first I'm going to use the L'Oreal concealer underneath my eyes. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the LA Girl concealer. And then I'm using my Real Technique sponge to blend all that out. So after I have everything really good and blended out, I'm going to take this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 10 Fair Light and set under my eyes. And then I just kind of tap off the excess like around my eyes and on my cheeks. And I usually have my eyebrows and my eyes done before this part, but for the sake of this video, I'm just tapping it over my eyes to set the concealer that's on there as well. For the rest of my face, I'm taking this Japonesque Velvet Touch Finishing Powder. I'm going to use this Diolan, I hope I'm saying it right. It's the brush set. I'll link the brush set down below. I've used it and talked about it in a ton of my other videos, but one of the powder brush that comes with that set, and I'm going to dust this around my face. And I'm also dusting off that powder that was underneath my eyes. Next, I'm going to take this Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Bronzer and the number 16 brush from that same brush set. And this is also a sample size of this bronzer. The real one is like way bigger than this. But I'm just going to take that around the edges of my face, cheeks. And I use circular motions to do this as well to prevent any harsh lines. Up on my forehead. And then I do a little bit down here on my jawline just to complete everything. Then for my nose contour, I'm using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. And this one has about had it. And the brush number 1 from the same brush set. And I'm gonna contour my nose with this. So I contour the side of my nose like this. And then I'm just going to use my sponge to tap over that. And then I'm also going to dip into that same Japonesque powder and with my sponge and go up right beside the contour to make it a little bit sharper. That is how you contour a nose. Ooh. Now it's time for a blush. I'm going to take the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade 5 Luminoso and this big Sephora Airbrush powder brush, but I really love, it's a powder brush, but I really love this for blush because it's so big and I feel like it just makes it look really blended out and natural. And so I'm just going to be placing that on my cheeks. And I'm also going to be taking this Too Faced Love Light Ray of Light blush topper over the top of that. For highlight, I like to use this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm going to be using my favorite highlighting palette at the moment, the Morphe Starblazer 8Z palette. I talk about this all the time, but this is currently my favorite shade from the palette, so that's what I'm going to be using today. But first, I'm going to use this e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray over my face. I'm just going to use this It Cosmetics Flawless All Over Shadow Brush for highlighting my nose. So I like to highlight the very tip of my nose right here on top. And then I like to take it straight up. And I have a little hump in my nose right here, so I don't highlight over that part. And then I just take it in between my eyebrows. And I usually also take this shade and highlight my inner corner and my brow bone as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish off the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back with the rest of my makeup done. The only thing I have left to do is spray my face with this Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And that is going to be it for my flawless foundation routine, flawless face makeup routine, whatever. I don't know what I'm going to call this yet, but that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you found something helpful that you can use in your foundation routine. Like I said in the beginning, this isn't something that you would have to wear every single day, but if you were looking for a more full coverage and flawless foundation routine, this would be perfect for you. If you liked this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and commenting in the comments down below. And like always, if you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. You can also follow me on all my social medias that I will link in the description box. And I will also try to link these products down below for you guys. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Oh my god, it's still recording.